Surveys. Oh, yeah, we have actually passed an hour now.
Yeah. At this point, actually, for recording, for what's going to YouTube, this has only been like less than an hour so far. But we're getting actual stream recording. This is an hour 14 by now.
Well, no, it's gonna start where my Audacity starts. So it's gonna, it's gonna be like an hour and two.
Yep.
Is what it currently says.
All right, but luckily finding love is quite a bit easier than what we were just dealing with. Nothing against him, but like, yeah, that Shikai is not hitting anyone anytime soon. At least not easily.
It's like that Chalice was saying, love is apparently on the very bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, rip. Come on.
In other news, that reread of mine has been progressing very smoothly. I am halfway through the war now.
Oh, that move is unblockable? Holy fuck. Alright, luckily that was pretty easy. His fucking move is so huge. His moves are so huge that you can just kind of get him in with punch with him easily. Actually, truth be told, I kind of turned my brain off for most of that.
And really, why wouldn't you? Some of these are both that easy or that boring.
Answer somewhere in the middle. Definitely not very difficult. I will say that. Having a free completely unrestricted teleport is also kind of convenient. So this is where things are gonna get interesting because I don't know. I remember vaguely there was also stipulation for this on the hero side. I don't know if it's gonna carry over to this. So this should make this a little bit interesting.
It should. You're about to have some fun if it works. Yeah, it does. Prepare to get your buttons fucked.
Oh yeah, it's right. He actually is engaging his Shikai now through the stipulations, right?
There's a confusion mechanic now that never existed before that only worked in one fight. And now just whenever he hits you,
and there's that damage. Up. Holy shit. Okay, thank you, game. Oh, I'm flipped. Okay. Wait, I'm still flipped.
The confusion lasts a while.
Apparently, goddamn. Yeah, my X is circle and circle is X. As if I wasn't having enough problems with that already, giving, you know, the Japanese PSP games and all.
They were feeding Hachi bananas, thank you.
Actually, wait, I think it's still lingering like that, even, like, if I even make contact with him. So with that knowledge...
It's anytime you take a hit. Or
no, I think it's literally anytime I'm touching him. There we go. Yeah, I think it was a case of, like, every time you touch him, you actually enter confusion. So that was very funny. Japanese Hachi is Donkey Kong? What the... I did not know that was even a thing. Alright.
Yeah, that's the fun shit you find out. Like Beerus being Daffy Duck or something, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That one bit of trivia that Bailey always loves posting.
To be fair, it is pretty funny. Okay, now we're not using Tia. We are... What the fuck?
What?
Oh.
Hello?
Excuse me? What? Okay. Alright. So, she crushed my guard and did 1 trillion damage to me all at the same time. Okay. Thank you, video game.
Well, she wasn't gonna go down without a fight.
Right, so the secret final boss of this game is actually Tia the entire time. It wasn't actually, Muramasa, nor was it Ichigo. It was Tia the entire time, which, frankly, yeah, I can believe that.
So this fight is also one of the gimmicks. You take massive damage, but she starts at half health. So it's a race to see who can do more damage faster.
Dude, it's not even a case of, like... she does more damage. Like, she just demolishes my guard with no effort. Oh my, that was an ultimate. And, it did this much. This could take a second.
This would be fun. But hey, so long as you can awaken, really, it doesn't even seem to matter.
About that.
I love games that let you spam openly.
I literally can't let anything touch me, otherwise it absolutely demolishes my guard. So I guess I can't use my... Oh yeah, he doesn't have a counter super anymore. Oof.
I don't think he ever did.
No, he does. I'm pretty sure he did back in Heat of Soul 4.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, I remember GameFAQ Sports complaining about how Aizen had essentially a meterless free super reversal.
He has a counter in his moveset on up or down or circle or something, but I don't think that's a special. Remember when Aizen took 30 whole seconds to take Harry Bell out of the fight after Stark and Bargon died? Yeah, he was just being pragmatic at that point. If the first and second Espada weren't getting the job done, realistically, what was the third going to be able to do?
Yeah, the rest of them, even then, like, once the rest of them started ganging up on her, she was going to be donezo in no time.
Besides, she was struggling against Toshiro. What was she going to do to Kyoraku?
Yeah. At that point, the writing was on the wall, and also, you know, the fact that Aizen could literally body all of them by himself because Kyoku still we got to, baby. Yep.
Because my spiritual pressure is bigger than all of yours combined.
Jesus, yeah, every single love tap with her just crushes my health bar completely. The fuck? I wonder if that was his... Oh, it might have been his reversal.
What was that on?
Okay. Yeah, on the one hand, she's got half health, but on the other hand, she takes literally every single one of her stats is buffed to hell and back. Alright, cool. Alright, one more, and then I'm gonna do cheat code. Oh, he does have a throw off of that string. Okay, cool. That actually might make a difference. That could... Because I can naturally combo. And I'm doing alright damage now. And she's not blocking a lot of things like... Not blocking in general. Maybe.
Any strat is a strat. If it works, it works. There ain't no bullshit about it.
Okay, yeah, I really just think she's not guarding at all. What the hell? Okay.
She might not be able to guard. Again, the gimmick fights are weird. It's like you can't guard or you can't jump or what have you.
Oh no, she is guarding now, but she's not guarding well, I guess. I don't know. And tick throw into just grab. Alright. Because built into the jab string. Perfect thumbnail if there ever was one. Well, that was weird. Okay. And now it's time for what might be a little bit more of a fair boss fight, but nah. Kenpachi and Byakuya against giant fuck off Yami at the same time. Should be interesting.
Yeah, but at least there's only two of them, and you can still just swing your ass around them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also, it's a tag battle too, so it's gonna be even easier.
Yeah, you're fine, especially since you have the range options when only having to deal with one person.
Right, so we're just gonna loop this for a little bit. Or not. And I tried to grab it and it did not go through. Okay.
This is still just too funny to watch.
Fun and engaging gameplay. Jesus
know you
Christ.
never
Okay,
play-
the tail slide is also like just annihilating just giant chunks of their health bars, and we're done. Jesus Christ. You think this game wasn't play tested very much?
I think we're well beyond that point.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad that we established that, because, ew, Jesus.
I know you didn't play a whole lot of Hyrule Warriors, but there's a mode in that game where you can play as Giant Beast Ganon, and you're basically invincible, and your job is to get as many kills as you can in like 20 minutes. And that's basically what it feels like to play as Yami or Ion.
Basically. Now, is it a fair boss fight? Ooh, we actually did the art cancel trick with his Getsuga. That's really cool.
Nah, this seems pretty
Oh yeah,
straightforward.
nope. We got guard cracking still. That's fun interactive gameplay. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? No, that actually does check out for the guys who make Classic Ninja giving no data or boss fight.
I think you're gonna have a harder time playing as Muramasa, because he's not as good, I don't think, and you have to fight Bankai Ichigo.
So I
Which
did
is
actually
pretty high,
do
too.
some experimenting with him to see what I could pull, and not only is his moveset surprisingly deep, but it's just generic counter. Okay, and he's not horrible if you know what you're doing.
But Muramasa's has a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of mechanics. It's just that his pressure isn't as strong. Must be super awkward for Yami to swing his back legs around and keep them perfectly still while he's swinging his tail.
The tail is the legs, funny enough. Plot twist for you.
The legs are what he's hitting you with.
Ah, circle OTGs. Awesome. That's fine. That one's not too discouraging. It's just good to know that, oh, the AI is still able to crack my guard easily. All right. I'm not sure why we thought that was a good decision. Anyway, so I guess I mentioned this very briefly earlier on, but yes, I am in fact watching Bleach right now with Taylor, and a couple of things. One, Rukia is definitely a much higher tier wife than I remember her being. Two, also, God, the atmosphere of the early show is so crazy good.
Yeah, you were worried. You got through 40 episodes in a week.
Yeah. Yep. Because it was one of those things where it's like, ah, gosh, another multi-hundred episode shonen run. I'm barely able to find the willpower to watch even One Piece anymore. Naruto, I cannot stand past episode 100. It's going to take forever, and lo and behold, oh no, it's actually going by really fast. In fact, I'm actually looking forward to continuing it right now. Because where I just stopped right now is Ichigo is in the middle of his Bankai training.
So here's the thing: is that once you get into a rhythm with these things, you can watch 10 episodes in a day, no problem. You can get through 200 episodes in easily well under a month. Once you got the rhythm going with these sorts of things, and Bleach more than any other definitely engrosses you in it. It doesn't have quite the downturn that either of its contemporaries does.
Yeah.
At the same time, my reread is also going very well. I'm currently up to volume 70. 70 out of 74. No, I'm sorry. I'm up to 65 out of 74. So tomorrow is going to be 65 through 70, and then after that, I'll only have one more session left.
Yeah, you're getting to the rough part of the war now too, because now is when things get iffy on your side too. Ugh.
The part that I just left off on was Kenpachi versus Gremmy, and I don't know how people can hate Gremmy. That fight is phenomenal. It is amazing.
Gremmy's hilarious. I don't know why people would dislike that.
And not just because Kenpachi is Kenpachi, Gremmy is also great. I'm just gonna summon a meteor and also throw you into the vacuum of space.
Both of which Kenpachi just kind of no-sells. Okay, time to use Muramasa against Ichigo. Frankly, I don't know what it's going to entail, but it should be interesting. Also, Muramasa is not that bad. He's got some pretty decent strings. Hopefully, Ichigo is not going to crack my guard, just like willy-nilly. Also,
he's got a lot.
Neutral
he's got a lot of long-range tech.
That's some pretty fucking good range.
And if you could, an ultimate, since I don't think we're going to get any other chance, especially to see this ever again.
I will attempt to.
No other games are you going to see Muramasa. This is the only game, aside from Brave Souls, to actually incorporate No, I tell a lie, excuse me. Aside from the other games in the series filler, I forgot about Versus Crusade having Shusuke Yamagai. Aside from that one-off in this series, nothing acknowledges the filler ever.
Doesn't Dark Souls also have Shusuke Yamagai in it?
No, that game was focused around Soul Society.
Oh, I swore it had more. I swore no. It does have the the villain from Shatterblade, but it doesn't really count towards what we're talking about right now.
That was Third Phantom. That was the. Yeah,
that's what I meant.
No, they don't. To put it in perspective, nothing ever, and I mean literally nothing, has ever acknowledged the bounce, not even Brave Souls, and not even like just Gene Cardia. Literally none of them ever.
Yep. Let's see. I do want to get his throw off. His throw's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently even in Japan, the Bounce arc was just that reviled that they weren't in any games or even Brave Souls, which is hysterical because the anime tried pushing the Bounce arc after the Bounce was over. Even if you skipped it, and I know you're skipping it and going back to it later, you're going to see the Bounce in canon material.
I know. You see Gene Cardia appear inside Ichigo's mind when he's trying to master the Hollow training.
Oh, there's that. There's more than that. And Taylor is going to be so beyond lost. It's going to be incredibly funny.
Yeah, that's good. That is going to be. That's coming up fairly soon too. Funny enough, from what we're at.
No, there's more to it than just. There's more to it than just Gene Cardia appearing in the Bankai training. There's a lot more references than that. You're gonna love the anime version of the start of the Arrancar arc. I'm not gonna tell you anything, but it's gonna be hysterical.
So. You don't have to keep too much from me because I was actually watching that point of Bleach. I think my cutoff point was Shusuke Amagai. I want to say that was roughly it. Because I stopped watching anime on Adult Swim like right at the end of the Grimmjow fight.
That would have been 2009. Winter of 2009. God, I'll never get over that. That was the worst hiatus they ever did. After Grimmjow, they took a 9-month hiatus from December of 2009 to August or September of 2010 before they finally got back to the anime and did Shusuke Amagai. And in that time, they just decided, hey, we're just going to rerun the anime from the beginning for 9 months, and I think 2 episodes a week.
Jesus
and
Christ.
hopefully you guys won't mind watching like 30 episodes of the first 35 episodes of Bleach before cutting back to 168.
It seems fine to me.
That's a great idea.
Anyway, sorry, I'm actually getting my ass kicked a little bit. The coughing stance he gets into, like, the easy way to avoid it is just to R cancel. Like, you can R cancel the coughing, but I remember vaguely there's like some art you can do out of it too, but I don't know what exactly it is. I like Muramasa. I do too, Bailey. He's really cool.
Yeah, he's rad.
Yeah, the easy way out of it is just an R cancel. It's a little disappointing you had to spend meter in order to do that, but it's whatever. I swore there was things you can do out of it, but it's whatever. Forward trickle is a straight up sword throw. It seems fairly generic given him, but it's funny as well. It works. It's whatever. He's got like a bunch of grab shit though. It's actually kind of nuts. But unfortunately, Ichigo's not sitting still long enough for me to even attempt some of it.
No. His up circle, I think, does the threads, and I think you can temporarily stun him.
Got him like this? Nope, he's got a teleport. I forgot that. Dude. It's my kill. That is in fact your kill. God damn it.
Is there any reason why Ichigo is healing? Anytime you go into your awakening mode, you start regaining health. That's a general gameplay mechanic. That's universal across the board in every mode.
Pretty much. Right, maybe I should have also explained this a little bit sooner. So, when you're charging, once you end it, obviously there's a shockwave that goes up around you. Now you can use it. Not only does the activation of it also engage a shockwave around you that puts the opponent's like hit stun. I think also it's unblockable, but I've never been fully sure about that because again I haven't really fought a human opponent before.
They can block it, they just don't generally. But yeah, the charge stun is the only way you're going to activate realistically most people's ultimates, especially the ones that are zero range.
Yeah, so what I was actually about to say is that you can use them also counter projectiles. I've been finding this, you've probably been seeing me do this a lot against Ichigo especially, because, you know, counters gets pretty hard. But it's also useful for a lot of other characters as well. I'm gonna just flip rock. Oh no, my meter. Yeah. Ooh, that punishes. That's cool. There we go. Sorry, no super. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, so I just had to kind of go through it.
And like that, we've completed this, the other half of this game's story mode in a grand total of...
Sub 3 hours, I'm pretty sure. Sub 3? I think we're sub 3 right now.
Between the both of... No, not between the both of them.
We're definitely sub 4 hours, like, for sure. I know we were talking about that before.
Yes, definitely below 4.
Well, cool. Well, we're not quite done with this yet. Obviously, we have to get through our age-old tradition of spelunking the gallery mode before we go take off, because... Yeah. Unfortunately, with how many... So, unfortunately, there's not as much fun shit to be had in gallery mode now as there was in, like, you saw 1 or 2 where you had severely miscolored things going on because of the manga colorations. But there's still some niche to be had. I do love those. Card games long since and lost, obviously. There's still some shit laying around here, though.
There's stuff like art, mostly, that I just love looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes, this is it. And now I can control this. Alright, let me see if I can get... How do I zoom in?
Eleanor.
Not going back. Circle. Can you not zoom?
Yeah, you can, Eleanor.
Oh, there it is, Eleanor. Okay. It doesn't upscale as well as I'd like it to, but yeah, I'm already kind of finding myself missing this sword just because it's so 90s. It's so great.
It's very of its time.
Yep. Still really cool.
This one I've never been crazy on.
It's more the trench coat that makes this in the store itself, but it's still really good.
Absolutely.
I still don't like how the lines came out black instead of red. They should probably match the actual, mask itself.
And the horns should also be pointing upward. I know now that they rotate, but even still, they look better when they're pointing directly upwards.
Yeah.
Best girl, woo-hoo!
It's still weird seeing modern art style on the classic look.
Well, no, you'll see that a lot in the anime. In the anime film, there's a lot of time where they're just at school.
True. And your team. By the way, yes, I got to that part of the anime where Hollow Ichigo does actually appear for the first time while he's doing shit with trying to activate his Shikai powers, and yeah, teeth were black. Very funny.
Yep. They never do that again, yeah.
It's also just very funny in hindsight. I just want to point this out really fast. The whole bit about...
The ribbon is black.
What was it? So, Hollow Ichigo taunts the Ichigo that the only reason you knew how to do the sword throwing and the point blank Getsuga is because I showed you. And it's just funny looking back on it now, because it's just like, well, yeah, because you're the actual Zanpakuto spirit. How about that?
Well, no, there's a precedent. Draw me like one of your French hollows.
Yep.
No, there's a precedent for that, and that's that there are a lot of Zanpakuto that just straight up lie to their master. Zabimaru never telling Renji the actual name of his Bankai, so he would only be able to use a limited amount of his power.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, Ichibei just tells him that Zabimaru was lying to him. Hihio Zabimaru was never his Bankai's name, it was Soho Zabimaru.
Yeah. Well, that's actually very funny. Thanks, Walk. Anyway, lightsaber, fucking awesome. This just happened in the anime for us, and boy, this is just awesome.
Oh yeah, the Let's Steal. I love Ryuken.
It'd be very funny seeing him do the training to get his powers back.
Go back to Ryuken quickly.
Yeah.
It's only with the advent of hindsight that I realized that Kubo was on some Yoshikage Kira core with this design.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can see it. Hello, Orihime. You do still look stunning in this dress, if I'm being completely honest here.
I love that they just made a fucking keyhole on her crotch.
Yeah. God, I wish they did more of this fucking design, or this just power in general. I'm sorry, a left hand that can essentially just do a lethal blow point blank, that's awesome.
It's really sad how much they do with Chad early on, only to give him nothing to do the entire rest of the series.
Seriously, yeah, that's why I'm hoping, kind of hopeful that maybe with him becoming with him being a professional boxer, you'd think that maybe he can use that to translate into actually fighting hollows, but I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe.
Someday.
I think we're gonna see your Bonkat animated pretty soon.
That's gonna be towards the end of the run, but yeah.
Yeah.
God, we're July 23rd. How far away are we from October?
3 months, I want to say? Your sword is very thin. Holy shit.
So weird seeing the sword not in the cane, but also not on fire.
Yeah, it's like, it just feels so unnatural. There's gonna be no undershirt very soon. Hey, Kira. Can't wait to see you as a cyborg.
You're gonna get a hole
Hey,
in
Momo.
you.
I'm gonna say, I'm definitely liking Momo more than I thought I would, given my current rewatch of the show also.
She's not bad when she's actually really good when she's not being manipulated like a fucking idiot.
Yep. The 2 times she got cucked by Aizen. Good shit. Also, no scarf on. It's weird to see. It's very rare to see him like this.
This is from after he battled Renji because he tossed Renji his scarf as sort of a consolation prize.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's stated either right before or right after that moment that scarf cost more than a house. So if Renji kept it, he could have just sold it.
Jesus Christ. Huh. They got the boots on. Cool.
The only thing he ever got rid of was the bucket.
God, such a... I always forget how elaborate Kyoku's design is.
Which is why I love when they always peel back the layers. Him without his captain's coat, Byakuya without his captain's coat. They look much better that way.
Also, just a refreshing take also, yeah.
I like how they put Shuhei's Zanpakuto in here, but they don't give him any opportunity to ever use it.
Yeah. That was a good render.
Yeah. Hey, there's no flowers behind him. Shouldn't he evolve?
Yeah, right. So it's also very weird to see her without the scarf also. It almost feels unnatural, but it's also like, it's not saying no. Hey, Kenpachi. Just default without the eye patch on.
There he is. You're a sword.
Very funny what you turn out to be.
A sword that has her own sword as well inside it.
Yep.
Her Zanpakuto summons hollows.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like just a straight magnet or something. God, I wish your Bankai did more.
I love this render of it though. It looks astounding.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, probably won't get an actual render of what his Shikai actually looks like. God, you're menacing and hilarious at the same time. It's so weird.
Oh yeah, what does she think of Mayuri, by the way?
Oh, Taylor absolutely hates Mayuri so far.
Dude, he's the best. How can... Okay, well, early on, not so much, but he becomes
early
the
on,
best
he is
later.
a straight-up bastard, but he becomes a hilarious bastard, like even with the Arankar arc.
So I don't know if they censored it in the anime or not for your sake, but he decapitated Soken's corpse.
Did you hear that just now?
Me or her?
Did you hear what Taylor just said?
No, I didn't. What'd she say?
She said that he reminds her too much of Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter.
Dude, Hisoka can't even compare. Hisoka doesn't even compare to Mayuri. I know that though.
Also,
But even
blue robes.
Captain of the Keto Corps.
Yeah, I know.
No, Hisoka's rancid vibes don't even compare to Mayuri's rancid vibes.
Exposed feet or Hara. We can sell these. We could sell his feet pics.
You can make money off that.
Also, hello,
Senna,
best filler girl.
Movie.
I know. Well, I kind of clumped the movies in with filler, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is so wild.
Other best movie. Hold up a sec. Have her get a look at this and then see what she thinks with no context for Dark Rukia.
Oh, yeah. Hey, babe, what do you think of this? Muramasa, you do still have a really cool design. Actually, the more you look at it, the more it definitely does have... He really does have Gigas on his crotch, doesn't he? The more you look at Muramasa's design, he really does have, like, that more ancient kind of vibe to him. Like, something... Somewhere between, like, an 1800s, like, rich, noble cowboy dude and, like, someone from actual ancient Japan. It's really weird.
It's funny you talk about the legacy, because I'm just thinking again about the bounce, and you see them in flashbacks because they were mortal vampires. You see them in Quaker times, dressed as Quakers. In Quaker America. Them do be visors.
They do. You're still a Kamen Rider reference, apparently.
Yep. And so many disappointments.
With the visors, they really feel like characters half the time.
The visors are bigger disappointments to me than the Zero Squad. I'm not even kidding. Shinji is such a fucking failure in every regard.
I like Shinji a lot, but he still is like an absolute nothing character sometimes, yeah. And hello, best girl for me.
Yep, she's still there.
That opinion has not budged.
I don't expect it would have for anyone.
Tia comes close sometimes, but not quite enough. I tend to forget Mashiro and Hachi have Zanpakuto toes, like you imagine Yoruichi has one too, but at least you never see it. Yeah, it's really weird to think, isn't it? Like, yeah.
That's what happens when characters have
12 trillion kinks all at
stuff.
once with this character. God, you're cool, but you do literally nothing.
Disco Man.
Disco Man. Hello, fucking Chimera thing. And hello, one of my favorite Spada. Also, just one of the cleanest looks, too. God damn.
And that's the only render you get.
Yep. The boring...
old man. Same render from 6. But it's okay because we got this.
So it's very funny because in the original manga, like, there's a lot less of, like, the black lining on the inside of the skirt to, you know, like, cloak more. And she has, like, she completely lacks the underwiring of this bra right here.
Yep.
It's just literally funny in hindsight.
It's just the overlines.
Yeah.
I love this design, even the base version. I still don't like this. I still don't like this. Even without the green, I still don't like it.
I like this, but I wish it had stronger contrast to really, like, sell, like, the whole nightmare look.
Elegant minimalism. Just give him the robe with the wings and that's it. You don't need to take his clothes off.
It's not a bad idea. I do, but yeah, my opinion of that is I wish there was, like, just more hard contrast and hard blacks to just sell that nightmare vibe.
Also, Noitra Best Boy, I realized this especially even more than I already loved him.
Oh yeah, you got to that point.
When we did 6, I'd only just read Soul Society. By now, I'm through the war, of course. But Noitra's fight with Kenpachi is one of my favorites ever, and not just because Kenpachi, but because Noitra himself is just so fucking amazing.
Yeah. Also, very funny how we fixed every single other manga discoloration in these games so far, but for some reason, Grimjaw still has the elf ears in his release form. I don't get it. It's funny.
No,
but still weird.
He always had the ears. Those are always present, even in the anime and the manga.
I'd swear they actually were different colors though, like not flesh color.
Oh no, they're a different color, but the ears themselves are present. What a waste of a good design.
It is okay. This is a good design up until you see the fucking lips. And then it's like, probably done without that. It's a little stereotype, but okay. And then he becomes a pumpkin. And the lips get worse. Ugh.
And that's when you remember that Kubo is Japanese and grew up during Toriyama era Shonen Jump.
Yeah. I mean, he turned out way better than his predecessors. Actually, it's funny. My boss at work, he used to be my straight-up coworker, but he got promoted. He's actually he recently watched Dragon Ball for the first time, and he loved it, but he's definitely like, yeah, there's a lot of shit that did not age well at all. I'm like, yeah, there is not.
It was definitely 1984, it was.
Yep.
Like, having a black character and literally naming him Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could do without that. Also, Resurrection's Omari's teeth are individually drawn and it looks so uncanny. Excuse me, go back, what?
No, I did catch that. It's horrifying. Like...
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Is it clear this man is black? I did not catch that. Thank you, Kubo. It's so weird because he knocked it out of the fucking park with Tosen, but then we got that.
Yes, absolutely. Oh boy, Dinosaur Man, Dinosaur better than Gorilla.
Yeah, I still don't like it, but it's whatever.
I mean, if you're directly comparing the two of them.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I like the Dinosaur better than Human Yami and Gorilla Yami.
Fuck me, Running Eyes, and still got a great look in this version though.
Absolutely. I also still unironically love Loopy. I think he's hilarious.
Oh, he's hilarious as a troll character, and it's just he even tries making him move on fucking Ron Giku of all characters too.
Yeah.
I still love this design personally.
This is great. My his Soul Society design is still my ultimate favorite, but no, this is still amazing as well.
This man just cleans up so well. It's great. Our difference of opinion doesn't so much come from one being better than the other, but more so just this man does not have a bad look about him until it becomes a bug. But you know, details.
I don't know. I'm a little rough on his turn back the pendulum cornrows.
Yeah, as well as the fact that we had to cover him head to toe because if the only black character was, or if we'd shown his skin, it would have been obvious that the only token black character in the entirety of Soul Society that isn't a woman was doing this, then the game would have been up from the word go. Yeah.
You know what occurs to me with him?
Still a nice render.
Hold on a sec. Before you go through the games, what occurs to me with Tosen, at least during Soul Society, is that there's a lot of very ancient traditions about Soul Society that would take them forever to get rid of. And Tosen very feels like, in addition to a token black character, hey, look, this is my black friend.
Yeah.
Yama can be racist because he has his one black friend.
Fuck, yeah.
Okay, you can proceed.
You're not wrong. It's simple, but it still looks clean. This is
one thing I'm actually...
two?
That's two. One thing I'm actually a little less I'm a little more down on in recent years is that the game's up to 5, just having a plain white background with character PNGs on the front of it. You can do anything you want with those backgrounds, and you're doing nothing with it.
So, I'm fine with it for the first one because it portrays like that just straight up like cleanness and like there's not much to go with, and you let more of the character designs speak for themselves. This one I'm a little less so, but there's still enough happening. This one, it's like there's so much dead space here. We're not doing anything with this.
There are no excuses anymore after the second game.
Still looks alright, but we really could have had like the buildings in the background to denote the inner world for Ichigo. As well as you know.
Yeah.
This picture just being hilarious in hindsight because Aizen has way more to do with this than you would think.
Yeah, just put the blue city in the background. That's all you have to do to make it perfect.
Yep.
This is the worst one because this is the worst Ichigo face I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen worse in the anime so far, but yeah, this is pretty egregious. This is probably the worst modern Ichigo. Yeah.
You can zoom in further, I think. Zoom in on his face and how scruggly it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's literally just shrunken face on normal head meme.
Pretty much. There we go.
I They're finally doing something with the background, but again, what is the point of putting those two on the bottom when their fight is optional at the very end of the game? It's not part of the climax at all.
I mean, I guess Tia and Toshiro were very, very popular back in the day. Well, I don't know about Toshiro, yeah. Tia, I don't know about. Well, they're advertising. I don't know. It's these little things. There wasn't a lot to work with in that period.
Ichigo and Ulquiorra, Ichigo and Neutra.
You'd think so. You think they'd go with that? And obviously, you can figure out what era this is probably from. This is also actually pretty good, if I'm being completely honest here.
I don't know. Either Shinji shouldn't have been there or Yama shouldn't have been there. One of the two of them didn't need to be there because Shinji sure is fighting Aizen. He's not fighting against Yama at all. So putting them in direct contrast does literally nothing.
Yeah.
And the four clashing colors representing each character, red, orange, yellow, and purple, doesn't do anything either. It feels like you're doing contrast just for the sake of contrast without having it mean anything.
So I can kind of get it because it does kind of denote all the individual factions, as well as the fact that Shinji obviously probably doesn't like Yamamoto too much, considering the fact that, you know, he was kind of kicked out with everyone else because of Yama. Yeah, he do be like that. But yeah, for the sake of this composition for the cover of 7, it probably shouldn't have been this one.
It should have been Ichigo and Basta Lorde instead of Gunde Sapa.
Yeah. And what do we have down here? Ah! Wallpapers.
Oh yeah, the wallpapers.
I didn't realize these were in here. That's really cool.
Yeah, you can make it something like this or something.
That's cool. Holy shit. Okay.
You should have gone further. You should have made Koga an actual character in this game if you were going to do that.
Who's the character on the right? Is he from Zanpakuto Rebellion?
The one on the far right or the one on the bottom right? Bottom right or far right?
Oh, far right.
The actual guy is Koga Kuchiki.
That's his younger form.
Byakuya's uncle by marriage. The one in the mask down there in the helmet, that's Senbon Sakura.
Yeah, I know that. I know that is his Zanpakuto. I didn't know that was Koga up there. Holy crap.
If the Visors didn't want the help,
cool.
if the Visors didn't want the help of the Gote 13, they really should have waited until the Gote went down because they're there for vengeance and nothing else. Yeah, I more or less agree.
Anyway, this is a little bit nice, but it feels like there's too many things happening. I don't know. It should have
been the color spread of them putting their masks on.
Yeah. Decent, but a little generic. Although I can definitely piece together this is probably the completion screen from when you beat everyone's Espada runs.
Yep.
That's better, but still very low effort.
Can you tell that Pierrot at least is definitely trying to recreate the Akatsuki?
Okay,
in their
there's
prime.
the fucked up elf ears.
Yeah.
God, it's so nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, can you tell with that one that they're trying to recreate the Akatsuki in their prime?
Yeah, a little bit. Back in the day when they were so moderately popular before it became still here, huh? Unfortunate, yep. But yeah. So, boys and girls, mostly boys, we are not quite done with the game yet because even though we have squashed the entirety of the story mode and we have gone through and explored the gallery, we're not quite done yet. We have one thing left to go tackle, and it's something we've actually been meaning to touch for a bit now. Excuse me. And I'm gonna need Brandon's help getting through this one, as well as setting it up. There is a little bit of content for Hellverse in this game. Well, not really in this game, more like attached to the game through DLC. So we're gonna need to take a 5-minute break. Go ahead and fire it up. Obviously this is where YouTube is gonna be edited out a little bit, but for Twitch, we're gonna be setting this up for a hot minute. So see you guys next video for Hellverse, and gonna need
hope you enjoyed
walking through for this guy.